This fish came from a ditch that runs right through a marina. Before I show you how to fish one, let me quickly explain what a ditch actually is. A ditch is just a natural valley that existed before the lake was flooded. Before this lake was a lake, water flowed to the lowest area between ridges. When a lake is filled up, those valleys went underwater, and that's what we call a ditch. Think of a ditch as the lowest natural path underwater. It doesn't have to be deep. It just has to be lower than the area around it. This right here is the ditch I'm talking about. Now let's talk about why ditches are so good in the winter. Bass don't like to move when the water's cold, not far. They want stable water, easy pathways, and access to depth quickly. A ditch gives them all three. Ditches act like underwater highways. Fish can slide deeper when a front comes through. They can slide shallower when the sun comes out and warms things up, and never even have to leave the ditch. This is why ditches are a high percentage area in the wintertime. So you may ask me, where do I fish in these ditches? You do not have to fish the entire ditch. There are 3 high percentage areas that you will hit in every ditch you come across, and it's going to have one of the 3 areas. Pinch points are where the ditch narrows and fish naturally get forced closer together. In the winter, bass don't roam much, so pinch points are one of the best places to start. If I had to pick one spot to fish first, it would almost always be a pinch point. The second option, channel swings, are where the ditch bends and runs up against a ridge or harder bottom. Straight sections of the ditch are okay, but bends are better. These spots give bass quick access to depth and stay consistent all winter long. The third one is drop-offs. Drop-offs are sudden changes in depth along the ditch. It doesn't have to be deep. It just has to be a change. In the winter, bass slide up and down these areas instead of moving far. These 3 areas are known ditch fishing areas to get consistent bites all winter long. Most of the ditches I'm fishing are deep. There are anywhere from 25 to 60 feet. Because of this, I'm throwing baits that I can keep down near the bottom, and the lure will stay in front of the fish longer, and you have a better chance of catching more fish. This is my main search bait for ditch fishing. It's a small swim bait on either a ball head jig or an underspin. This allows me to cover water while staying down in those depths to catch these ditch fish. If they won't bite a swim bait, I will slow down and go to a drop shot or a shaky head, something I can keep on the bottom and shake in their face. This allows me to slow down on pressured fish a lot better than the swim bait. A jig is another one that will make me slow down and really fish the ditch thoroughly, especially if I've got hard bottom, a lot of rock. I'll pick up a jig, and this is another way to sometimes to pick up the biggest fish in a ditch is the jig. Instead of a spoon, I throw a blade bait or a hair jig. These are great baits when the bass are tightly grouped together, but they're not willing to chase. So if you keep these baits tied on, you can fish almost any deep water ditch in the winter. Let's recap real quick. A ditch is an underwater valley that existed before the lake was built. Bass use ditches in the winter because they provide stable water and easy travel. Focus on pinch points, channel swings, and drop-offs. Keep your bait selection simple and bottom-oriented. If this helped you learn how to fish a ditch, please consider subscribing. I've got more beginner-friendly videos coming out soon. Tight lines out there, and we'll see you on the water.